a delicious, fresh, homemade cookie once in a while. Knowing how to make food for yourself is an important part of life. By developing the ability to cook, you are gaining more independence. I've been baking since I was 10 years old with my mom. Chocolate chip cookies are easy to make, and they are a great way to learn how to bake. I'm going to demonstrate to you how to make simple chocolate chip cookies. There are 3 main steps to making chocolate chip cookies. These are preparation, combining the ingredients, and finally baking the cookies. Let's begin making the cookies. Preparing the ingredients is probably the most important. The tools that you need to make chocolate chip cookies is a mixer, a cookie dough scoop, some measuring tools, a baking sheet with a nonstick liner or some spray. Not having this could make it a little difficult to get the cookies off of the pan. The ingredients for making chocolate chip cookies are 3/4 cups each of brown and white sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 1/4 cup flour, 2 cups semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 cup pecans, and 2 sticks of butter. And my secret ingredient is to add extra salt more than what the ingredient calls for. Now that all the ingredients are out, it's time to combine them. Combining ingredients properly is probably the most important part. First you want to combine the wet ingredients. This is the eggs, the vanilla, and the butter. It's not a wet ingredient, but you combine it with it. And then you stir it on high. Mix it on high. Next, you want to combine the dry ingredients without the flour and the salt and the baking soda. So you combine the sugar. Brown sugar and the white sugar. And you keep it on the same high mixing. And then lastly, you want to combine the semi-sweet chocolate chips and the pecans until they're evenly distributed throughout the, Next you want to combine the flour and the baking soda and the salt in a separate container. You want to do the pecans and the semi-sweet chocolate chips last. But you mix this in a separate container because you want to do this last or the mixture will become a bad texture. You combine this slowly on low. And then now lastly, you want to combine the semi-sweet chocolate chips and the pecans. And you turn this on high. Alright, now for the last step. Now that we're done combining the ingredients, it's time for the last step of scooping them out and baking them. Eating cookie dough is delicious in itself, but after they are baked, the taste becomes even better. First, you want to get your nonstick baking liner out, and you want to take the scoop, and put them about 2 inches apart so that the cookie dough doesn't run together when it's baking. You can usually make 12 in a batch, 4 rows of 3. I'm glad I got to share with you a simple, delicious chocolate chip cookie recipe. I was able to explain to you the steps on how to make cookie with the preparation, combining, and baking. Baking cookies is a simple way to introduce yourself to the world of cooking. Hopefully, knowing the necessary skills of cooking will help you to gain more independence in your own life. You should try sometime soon making delicious chocolate chip cookies. Remember, by baking, you're not just making delicious cookies, but by investing in your cooking skills, you are better preparing yourself for life.